Welcome back to Pop Culture Tarot. So we are getting into this reading of Dean McDermott and Tori Spelling. So there's some very interesting things happening here. They've been married for 17 years. He's 56, she's 50 years old. They have, I think, 5 children. And some news came out a couple of weeks ago saying that a post on his Instagram saying that they were separating. Then it was like they're not separating. So I don't know. I don't know if they're separating. I don't know if they're not separating. But I had actually pulled these cards and I had was giving the reading and then realized that I didn't turn on record. I think that's actually very telling for this whole miscommunication thing. So we're going to start here. I talked a little bit about Tori Spelling being the daughter of Aaron Spelling, and I got this trine card here where it says angelic support. Her father has transitioned. It says harmony and perfect flow. And so Tori, Aaron Spelling created Melrose Place, Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, Beverly Hills 90210. My goodness, what else? I don't know about Love Boat, but definitely Charlie's Angels, maybe Dynasty. I'm not sure, but a bunch of things that I used to watch growing up. Okay, he did. So she had quite a bit of wealth that she was working with. Their union was pretty controversial. It was pretty much seen at the time that she was dating down, so to speak, because he was more of like a struggling actor or comedian or whatever it is that he does. And here she comes from this dynasty, like a literal dynasty, right? And I also think that he was either just divorced when they met or he might have actually been separated. And I think he owed quite a bit of child support. So a trine is, it's a pretty lucky placement in the birth chart, but also in an astrological transit. But the thing about the trine is sometimes you can take things for granted because, you know that you have luck in a certain area. I asked how Dean was showing up in the relationship. I got the alchemist. The alchemist is somebody that takes something and transforms it into something else, somebody that is actually able to do that work. I think that's pretty interesting that he shows up as an alchemist, a transformer. I think there's a card for shapeshifter in here, so we're not going to call him a shapeshifter, but it's giving shapeshifter energy to me, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Tori is showing up as a seeker, somebody who is looking for truth, which is interesting because then I got the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords carries the sword of truth. The swords are not warm, so to say. They are associated with air signs, Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So not the sweetest, they're more about words. I heard somebody say this past weekend that the swords people, I am one of them, they can tell you about warmth. They can tell you about hugs, is what I think he said, but they may or may not give you one, which I thought was really, really funny. So, for whatever reason, she's showing up as the Queen of Swords here. So this is somebody that, is keeping their thoughts at a certain level. There she is. Right. So she's going to be more into her intellect. Then you see her head is above the clouds, and it's kind of like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And so it's like she could be on this spiritual journey, and the spiritual journey that she's on, it might just be a situation where people outgrew each other. Is this a situation where people have just outgrown each other? 50 years old, we've been together a long time. So we got double yes here. So the Fool is a card of new beginnings. It's about taking a leap of faith. Again, I don't know who filed. I don't know what happened. I don't even know if there was a filing, but Tori is looking for a new beginning, and she's willing to take a leap of faith to get it, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. And she's looking for this new beginning, I would say, from the King of Cups. That's what I would say. That's what it looks like to me. Now, with her being like the princess, the holder of this dynasty, I am curious how Dean saw her in the beginning. And isn't it interesting? You got that King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. King of Pentacles is what you, bottom of the part at the bottom of the deck is what you don't see coming. And what I was asking, you know, sometimes spirit will give you the answer before you even say it. What I was asking was, Dean interested in her finances? We have yes. And even if I spin it around, we got yes again. This is her showing up as the Nine of Pentacles. Literally the inheritance here. Under the deck, we have shit. I don't like where this is going. King of Pentacles feels like her father to me, obviously, because this is like an older figure. Dean certainly would not be the King of Pentacles, especially if he wasn't like, you know, paying his child support, blah, 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 blah. I don't know if she took on his child support. I feel like there was some talk about that too back in the day. But this is a card of distraction. Being distracted by the wealth. And look at what we got under that. Seven of Swords. Sneaking away from the camp. There's a military camp back here. That's what this is. This is a military camp. This is a military outfit. This person dressed like a member of the military so that he could go into the camp and steal the swords. My goodness. What does that remind you of? Someone who can transform themselves into something else to get what they need. For entertainment purposes only. And look what else we have here. The Lovers. The Lovers typically represents a third party situation. If you've watched any of my videos and the Lovers comes up, you know I always talk about this figure wasn't always here. It was another woman. Originally, this was a man and a woman who was plain and a woman who was quote unquote beautiful. And this card is about choosing vice over virtue. This is a card of third party situations. Spinning it around, we have the Knight of Wands. This is a very impulsive knight. This is a very charming knight. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, to me, this feels like love bombing, just like riding in and doing what you got to do to get what you want. Spirit, what is the energy around Dean King? What is the energy around Dean King? And we're going to just keep this in the frame as well. We're going to just keep this this wounded warrior. we're going to just keep that in the frame. Okay, because this is about being fatigued. It's about wore out. To me, this is like you won the battle, but at what cost? And we're not going to pay any attention to this Four of Pentacles sitting at the bottom of the deck that has to do with greed. We're going to just totally ignore that altogether, aren't we? Aren't we going to just ignore that together? Aren't we going to just ignore that together? Aren't we going to just ignore that card of greed and that success and victory with this Six of Wands right here? Yeah, we're not even going to look at that. We're not even going to look at that. Oh no, we're just going to be in denial about what we're seeing here, aren't we? What is the energy around Dean Cain? 17 years is a long time, baby. That's a long bid. I wonder if she's gonna have to pay him alimony. My goodness, look at that. Illusions. Cheat. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. 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 Within 2 years, I don't know what that means. Within 2 years, I have no idea what that means. This is not the right deck. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. Words of encouragement. Sextile, that's also a nice card. A combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Okay, Tori Spelling, it's all going to work out in your favor. Whatever's happening, whether you're together or you're not, it is all working out in your favor. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. Receptivity, be open, let things happen as they should. Let things happen as they should. Remember, this says a combination of tension and flow, potential and rewarding situation. So not resisting, going with the tide, going with the flow. Words of encouragement for Tori Spelling. Understanding, journey, being receptive and understanding. And, you know, it's funny because, again, sometimes the cards fall out before I can even say anything because I was like, and what about us? You know, I always like to ask about us as well. And in these situations, because any of us could get into a situation like this. Any of us could get into a situation with a person like this for entertainment purposes only. But the key is to be receptive, to allow yourself to understand your journey. Understand the journey you're on. Wow, words of encouragement. You are worthy. We are worthy. So after going through a combination of tension and flow within 2 years, Tori Spelling is becoming more receptive. She's understanding, she's putting all the pieces together. Because remember, we said she was a seeker. We said she was a seeker. So this might even start a new journey for her. This might start a new, will this start a new spiritual journey for Tori Spelling? Will this start a new spiritual journey for Tori Spelling? Is there a new spiritual journey, a new, more open? Maybe with the Hangman. If she can see things from a different perspective, if she can pull back from whatever it is emotionally, then this could be a journey for her where she comes out understanding her worth. Okay. Does she have trusted girlfriends? Okay, we have yes, we have yes, we have yes. Okay. So we do have yes here. So we have, she's got some good people around her. We always like to see that. I always like to see when people have good people around them. So we have the Nine of Cups, which is good vibes. We have the Eight of Pentacles. So that is a card of hard work. But the question again was, she does have good people around her, but they might work a lot, because this is a card of hard work. This is a card of collaboration. And then we got this Navy card here around her good friends. Okay. So she does have good people around her. She just might not see them all the time. So you definitely want to like dig into your support group. And also we started out with that heavenly energy too, that heavenly support. And so I would say also, leaning into your spirituality, so that you can get out of this energy, this sneaky. Here's another card of illusion and delusion here with this Moon card, and secrets, things being hidden from you. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just, you know what? I'm not going to keep pulling on him because, yeah, that's what I thought. I was wondering about the baby's mother, and we got the Empress here. His original partner. I was wondering about that. That's what I have for you. Listen, if anybody listening, you find yourself in this situation where people pull the alchemy on you, they started one way and they ended another. Get the healing that you want, you need. Take the time, like that Hangman card, pull back, and hopefully you will come to a place of understanding of the reasons why, etc., etc. Thank you so much for watching, and drop down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.